These gas absorption refrigerators hide inside 80% of modern RVs, and they've caused over 3,000 fires, explosions, and more than $100 million in property damage. Since 1997, Dometic and Norcold refrigerators installed in 1.5 million recreational vehicles have turned into ticking time bombs, waiting for heat, stress, and mechanical failure to transform your dream vacation into a nightmare. The trouble begins with something as basic as driving up a hill. Your RV refrigerator boiler runs at 350 degrees constantly, but when your rig tilts off level even briefly, those temperatures shoot through the roof. This thermal stress creates tiny fractures in the boiler tubes, letting ammonia refrigerant slowly leak out. One spark, one flame, one electrical arc, and your entire RV explodes into an inferno. What makes this particularly disturbing is that these aren't cheap, knockoff refrigerators. These are premium units from Dometic and Norcold, installed by major manufacturers like Thor Industries, Winnebago, and Forest River. Companies that control the entire RV market, producing 84% of all recreational vehicles in the United States straight out of Elkhart, Indiana. The scale of this crisis is staggering. Between 2018 and 2020 alone, there were 4,200 RV fires annually, killing 15 people and injuring 125 others each year. The National Fire Protection Association estimates 20,000 RV fires occur annually, causing $57 million in damage. But here's what the industry hides from you. A huge portion of these fires stem from defective refrigerators that manufacturers have known about for decades. The Norcold recall started in 2002 and has expanded continuously ever since. Originally covering cooling from 1996 to 1999, the recall kept growing as more failures emerged. Units manufactured progressively later showed the same fatal flaw. RV fires have occurred in refrigerators just 5 to 7 years old, destroying entire rigs and sometimes claiming lives. The defect itself shows engineering failure, meeting corporate negligence. Small stress fractures develop in the boiler section where the refrigerant sits. These cracks let the liquid solution leak, creating a volatile situation. The ammonia-based refrigerant ignites easily, and when it encounters any spark, it explodes with devastating force. Testing reveals that refrigerators can malfunction when tilted just 3 degrees off level, or even less. Think about that for a moment. Every time you drive up a mountain pass, navigate a steep campground road, or even park on uneven ground, you're potentially triggering a catastrophic failure. The ammonia builds up in the cooling unit tubing, the pressure increases, and the stress fractures grow larger. But refrigerators aren't the only death trap lurking in your RV. The entire electrical system is a fire waiting to happen. Mechanical or electrical failures cause roughly 3/4 of highway vehicle fires. Many RV fires start from simple 12-volt shorts, often caused by shoddy manufacturing practices that prioritize speed over safety. One RV company vice president revealed the ugly truth about manufacturing quality. Because the industry starts work before dawn, many workers hold 2 jobs. When they're paid by piece rate, finishing faster means going home sooner to catch some sleep before their afternoon job. Quality control becomes secondary to production speed. It gets worse. Forest River, owned by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, has recalls that stem primarily from human manufacturing errors rather than defective parts. The company pushes employees to focus on production volume over careful craftsmanship. When you're rushing to install electrical systems, propane lines, and complex appliances, mistakes become inevitable. The propane systems themselves create another layer of danger. There are an average of 155 injuries and 25 deaths due to propane fires annually, Recent recalls have found generators venting exhaust directly under slide-out bedrooms, allowing carbon monoxide to enter living spaces. The Consumer Product Safety Commission estimates that carbon monoxide poisoning kills hundreds annually, with tens of thousands sent to emergency rooms, many in RVs. What's particularly infuriating is how manufacturers have handled these issues. Grand Design knew about frame defects, but refused to recall affected RVs. Instead, they silenced customers by forcing them to sign non-disclosure agreements in exchange for repairs. They deleted negative reviews and complaints online to keep new buyers unaware of the dangers. Winnebago has used NDAs, buybacks, and online censorship to silence complaints about frame failures. When confronted by investigators, Winnebago confirmed their settlement agreements contain confidentiality and non-disparagement provisions. They're literally paying people to stay quiet about potentially life-threatening defects. Michael Happy, Winnebago's CEO, publicly dismissed mounting complaints as misinformation during a June 2024 earnings call, even as warranty claims and lawsuits continued to pile up. This is corporate gaslighting at its finest, telling customers their legitimate safety concerns are fake news while continuing to sell potentially dangerous products. The legal system is finally catching up. A nationwide class action lawsuit has been filed against Grand Design and Winnebago on behalf of thousands of consumers. Customers have filed at least 15 lawsuits against Grand Design since 2023, double the previous 2 years. James Billsborough from Whites and Luxembourg emphasized that clients spent over $100,000 on what they thought would be mobile homes, only to discover these RVs are structurally unsound and unreliable. Industry experts now describe the Grand Design frame flex allegations as one of the most serious issues in RV history, involving structural integrity problems affecting thousands of units. Legal experts say a recall is overdue, but manufacturers continue to resist comprehensive action. Recent statistics paint a sobering picture. In 2025 alone, more than 80,000 RVs were affected by safety recalls. Just in March 2026, 11 RV-related recalls were issued, affecting over 7,200 units. The safety issues ranged from carbon monoxide dangers to electrical hazards that could cause electrocution or fire. The irony is crushing. RV ownership reached record highs during the pandemic, with 11.2 million households owning RVs in 2021. People bought these vehicles seeking freedom, adventure, and safety during uncertain times. Instead, many got rolling death traps with warranties full of loopholes designed to protect manufacturers, not consumers. Lemon law expert Burge put it bluntly: RV warranties are filled with loopholes and logjams that aren't intended to help the consumer. The Wall Street Journal investigation exposed serious quality issues and outdated work policies that encourage speed over workmanship, giving fuel to class action lawsuits already in the system. So, what can you do to protect yourself? First, check for refrigerator recalls immediately at norcoldrecall.com or dometic.com. Have a trained technician thoroughly inspect your RV annually. Install working smoke detectors, combination explosive gas and carbon monoxide alarms anywhere propane is used, and keep 3 fire extinguishers strategically placed throughout your rig. The RV industry's 3-company oligopoly has created a system where profit margins matter more than human lives. Thor Industries, Berkshire Hathaway, and Winnebago Industries control the market, and their track record speaks for itself. Till consumers demand accountability and government regulators step up enforcement, these rolling death traps will continue rolling off production lines. Your dream vacation shouldn't become your final destination. The next time you're considering an RV purchase, remember that 80% of these vehicles contain potential fire hazards that manufacturers have known about for decades. The secret isn't really secret anymore. It's just been hidden behind corporate lawyers, NDAs, and executives who value stock prices over your safety.